All right, in this problem, we're getting discounts by buying in bulk. So let's read it. Fluvia owns a clothing shop. One of the wholesalers that she purchases from offers discounts on orders of 10 or more of the same item. Fluvia decides to order 15 mid-sleeve embroidered blouses, so that's going to be 15 of these guys here, and 10 peasant skirts. That's going to be 10 of these guys here. So the first thing we're going to do is figure out the total cost before the discount, and then apply the discount to each item, and then add those together, and that'll give us our final cost of everything after the discounts. So let's go ahead and do that. And we don't need to know item number for this problem, so don't worry about that. So for the very first one, the mid-sleeve blouses, we're going to do 15 times 1990, and this is going to give us our price before the discount. So let's bring up our handy dandy TI-30, and that's going to be 15 times 1990, and that's going to be $298.50. So that's our price before the discount. So to figure out the price after the discount, we have to take that total price and subtract the savings of 10%. And the savings of 10% is going to be that price times 10%. So this will look, this is what this first one is going to look like. This is going to be the total cost of all 15 at the discounted price. So we can just bring up our calculator again. And for these, you can just do second answer, and that just is bringing up this $298.50. This just saves a little bit of time, so you don't have to write all this stuff out all the time. So minus second answer again, because we're just taking $298.50 minus $298.50 times 0.1. And this is how much we're paying after the discount, which is going to be $268.65. Okay, so this first one is done. Now we're going to do these peasant skirts. Is that what that is? So we're doing the same thing as we did here, but with these other skirts. So that's going to be 10 times 2120. And this is the price before the discount. And you might be able to do this in your head because it's multiplied by 10, but let's just go ahead and put that into the calculator anyway. So yeah, that's going to be 212. So now we're doing the same thing as what we did for the first one. So we're going to take that 212 minus. Now for this one we get a bigger discount, right? Because these are actually at 20%. So we'll multiply it by 0.2. So we're going to see bigger savings. So 212, and we're going to do the same thing with the second answer because we've got 212 right here. We'll do second answer, which is 212 minus 212 times 0.2, or 0.20. That's going to be 169.60. So to figure out the total cost, we are just going to add these two guys together. And that's what we're paying for all 25 items in this one. So let's just go ahead and do that. So 268.65 plus 169.60 is going to be, so we've got the 169.60 here, so we'll do second answer. This is how I save a little bit of time during tests, and you want to save as much time as possible during these tests. So I would get in the habit of using this little shortcut. It helps sometimes. So 438.25 is going to be the total cost we pay for all items, and 438.25 is right there. So that's going to be our answer for this one. So we need to simplify this expression without using a calculator. So to do this, I want to take care of this cubed root first. So just to put this in perspective, the cubed root of negative 27 is just, you can also write it as x cubed equals negative 27, or x times x equals negative 27. And we know from our times tables that 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. So since it's negative, we know that x has got to be equal to negative 3. So this whole term is just negative 3. Now, when we are looking at this negative 3 squared term, just remember a negative 3 squared is going to be negative 9, whereas a negative 3 squared in parentheses is going to be a positive 9. Okay? All right, so since we have this guy here, and this expression is negative 3, we just have minus 9 minus 3 equals minus 12. And this practice problem came with the wrong answers out of the book, so this actually should be a negative right there. So negative 12 is going to be our answer. All right, simplify the following without a calculator. 5/8 plus 1/2. So step 1 is to find the LCD, or least common denominator. And since 2 goes into 8, 8 will be our LCD. So we're going to rewrite this. And when I do this, we want to match up these denominators. So basically what we're asking ourselves is 2 times what is equal to 8? Well, 2 times 4 is equal to 8. So we're actually going to multiply this 1/2 by 4 over 4, which is just 1. So we're not actually changing anything. We're just making the two fractions. We're able to add them now because we have the same denominator. So it's going to look like 5/8 plus, well, we got this 1 times 4, which is just 4. And we got this 2 times 4, which is just 8. So, this 4 over 8 is equivalent to 1 over 2. So now, since these are the same, these 8s, we can just add. So this is equal to 9 over 8. And it looks like we've got 9 over 8 right there. And it looks like all of these are 1 1/8. I don't know why they did that. I don't really like these problems coming from this test. But if we were to 1 1/8, if we wanted to change this from a mixed number into a fraction, we just multiply the 1 times the 8 and then add that to 1 and put everything over 8. So if that sounded confusing, so 1 times 8 is 8 plus 1 is 9 over 8. So that's how you do that, and we're all equivalent here, so this is our answer. And that's it.